Question 24, we want to multiply. So I look here and I see I have a binomial, so a two-term polynomial, and then I have that being multiplied by a trinomial or something with three terms. So some helpful hints: distribute all of the first term. Okay, so here's the first term in the first binomial by all the terms in the trinomial. So what that means is that I'm going to multiply that negative 3p to all three terms inside the trinomial. And then I'm going to repeat that with my second term. So then I'm going to multiply the 5 by all of my terms. So that's going to end up looking like this when I'm said and done. So this first term, if I kind of work backwards here, I'm just going to use my pointer here. So the negative 3p times negative 2p, well, those two negatives gave me that positive 6p to the third. And it's to the third because when I multiply my variables, I add the exponents together, and this is really like p to the first, so 1 plus 2 gave me that p to the third. Then I multiply negative 3p times 6p. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18, and I had p squared because 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Then negative 3p times negative 3, two negatives make a positive, so positive 9p. 5 times negative 2p is going to give me negative 10p squared. I forgot to say the squared the first time around, but I had the squared, so I kept it. And then 5 times 6p, 5 times 6 is 30, 30p. And then 5 times negative 3 is just negative 15. So that's where they all come from. And then you can see I've color-coded in the next step. And if you don't have colors, you can also use shapes or different underlines, and that might help you when determining which ones are like terms. So like the 6p cubed, there are no other p cubed terms. So it's a single term. It doesn't have any like terms. It's just going to stay as is. But the next term, this negative 18p squared, there's another p squared term. There's a negative 10p squared term. So I'm going to have to combine those together because they're like terms. Now my single p's, I've got 9p and 30p. Those are like terms, so I'm going to be able to add those together. And then my 15 here is just isolated. It's all by itself. There's just one constant, nothing to add it to. So when I do that, it's going to end up looking like this. The 6p cubed stayed the same, but then I added negative 18 minus 10 gave me the negative 28p squared. And when I added my p terms, 9 plus 30 gave me 39. And then I just brought down the negative 15 because there's nothing to combine to. So this is my final simplified answer.